Now, shifting our focus to Nimisha Priya, the Indian nurse on death row in Yemen, who was granted a temporary stay in her execution, has now seems like the doors are shutting on her. Nimisha Priya, who was really hoping for some leeway, it appears that the victim's family has rejected all offers of settlement. They want her to be executed. Nimisha Priya was found guilty of killing her Yemeni business partner, Talal Abdo Mahdi, in 2017. She says that Mahdi had abused her, withheld her passport illegally, exploited her. In a desperate attempt to retrieve her passport, she injected him with sedatives, but he died from an overdose. She was sentenced to death in 2020 and her execution was scheduled for this year, July 16th. But just a day ago, that was postponed after Indian officials and a Grand Mufti of India reached out to the Yemeni authorities, hoping to negotiate a pardon for her. Under Islamic law, the victim's family has two options. One is Qisas, or God's law, where the punishment matches the crime, in this case, death for death. And two is diya, or blood money, where the family accepts compensation and pardons the accused, compensation in the form of money or any other material kind. Now, Nimisha's family had offered diya, the blood money, financial settlement, but the victim's family, we hear, has outrightly refused this. In fact, Talal, his brother, has spoken to the BBC network where he says that we want nothing but Qisas, they will not accept anything else except for death for death. This makes Nimisha's future extremely uncertain. Without a pardon from the victim's family, she can still be executed even though the date is no longer fixed. Nimisha's case is further complicating because Yemen is also a conflict-hit country and India has very limited diplomatic presence there, making negotiations even harder. But nonetheless, the Indian government is trying as it can. We hear that they've done whatever they could. They also now seeming helpless in this case. For now, her execution is on hold. Unless the victim's family agrees to forgive her, Nimisha's fate remains on the edge.